Hey, it's Michelle coming to you with some kitchen inspiration. I'm making traditional Roman style carbonara today. Not American style with cream and peas. Nope, I'm making real carbonara. So, first thing I did was I salted some water and added my pasta. I'm using angel hair. I just prefer angel hair, but spaghetti is more traditional. Then I have the guanciale and it's cooking here, which is pork cheek or pork jowls, and you cut it small. And you start it in a cold pan so it renders out the fat. Okay, that's important. And just cook it until it's crispy on the outside. All right, so over here I have a bowl. And what I'm going to do, I started this stuff already, so I'm gonna just keep going. I am using my egg separator and separating. So I needed to separate 6 eggs from their whites. Okay, so egg yolk and egg white. I'm just using the yolks. So I put in 2 whole eggs and 6 egg yolks, and then I'm saving these whites for breakfast tomorrow. Oh my gosh, for some reason this will not come off. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm just gonna move that to the side. I got my whisk. So I have a tablespoon of freshly ground black pepper in here. Whoops, sorry. Oh my gosh, sorry, my bowl decided to move. Okay, and now I grated, I used my fine grater, and I grated 3 ounces of pecorino romano. You're supposed to actually use 2-to-1 ratio of pecorino romano and Parmesan Reggiano, but I only had pecorino, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to make a paste out of the eggs and the cheese, okay? You got to grate your cheese really small. Don't buy your cheese pre-grated. It has a completely different flavor, and then it has a whole bunch of preservatives in it, which is going to put grit into your food, okay? So grate your cheese yourself. It makes a huge difference. This is Locatelli, which is my favorite brand. Okay, there we go. All right, now we got that all mixed up. Now we're gonna take the pork cheek, pork jowls, guanciale, whatever you wanna call it, and I'm gonna spoon it in here. I don't want all of this grease, but I also don't want to get rid of the grease. I'm gonna use a better utensil than that, because I do need a little bit. So I'm going to mix this in. So the heat from the pork and from the pasta is going to cook your raw eggs, okay? I want about a tablespoon of the hot pork grease in here, okay? I'm going to stir this in real good. Now, I know this is weird to you probably that carbonara doesn't actually have cream in it, because when you get it in the US, it generally has cream in it, and that's not how they make it in Italy. So I'm using my chef's tongs, the pasta tong version. I just taste my pasta and make sure it's done. Yep, it's perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna do something unusual also. I'm not gonna drain my pasta. I'm actually going to scoop my pasta right out of the pan into the sauce, okay? Because then you're getting a little bit of the starchy water in there, which you want. It's also going to, like I said, it's very hot, and it's going to cook the eggs, all right? Stir this in the middle, but this is gonna not taste anything like what you're used to if you're used to eating American carbonara with cream and peas and bacon. It's not gonna taste anything like that. It's gonna be so much better, you're not gonna believe the difference in the flavor. One of the reasons I like to go to Italy is because this is my favorite meal to eat there. All right, we got all that in there. I'm gonna use 2 bamboo spoons, and I'm gonna just really mix this up good. And this is a pretty easy meal to make. It's pretty much done at this point. The hardest part, honestly, was cutting up the pork cheek, you know, because when you kind of like cutting bacon, you know, cutting it is a little bit difficult. But I used a really sharp Pampered Chef 4-inch cutlery knife and worked good. Oh, this looks great and it smells delicious. I'm gonna throw it on the table. We're having a salad with it, and I'm gonna serve some extra Pecorino Romano to put on the plate. And I'm gonna serve it with these. Look how beautiful this is. Oh, it's nice and sticky like it's supposed to be. You do want to eat this right away. Don't make it ahead of time because it's all that cheese and eggs are gonna get, they're gonna get, you know, congealed, right? Because as they cool off, just like cheese always does, it's gonna get sticky. So this is better eaten right away while it's hot. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks for joining me. And if you liked this, please share it so your friends get to see it too. Thanks so much. Have a good evening.